And I know you said last month you did over 200K cash in the business. So what has been the journey like?
So basically what I did is 40% of my clients renew. But that time, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I knew like, okay, this is something, you know, this is something.
How can you charge like 5K for this in like Latin America? And you're like, everybody has money. They can sell their car, they can do this and that. Everybody has money, just like... Today, I have a podcast which I'm sharing with you where we're gonna talk with Marija Rodriguez about how she scaled from 2020, her business, her coaching business, to over 200K per month. And in this podcast, we're gonna cover a lot of exact steps she did, exactly what happened, what things she changed, what she found to work the best, and how you could do similar things in your own business. Also, she's going to share how she thinks about mindset, about business, and about how to actually sell high-ticket offers, because Marija's offers are from 8 to 30,000 USD in Latin American market, which is crazy if you think about it. So right now, I hope you enjoy this podcast, this episode, and get to it. Let's jump on it and let's go. So first thing which I want to cover is like, I know you started your company StartLab in 2019, and I just wanted to get your kind of the growth, how it was in the beginning, like 2019, 2020, 22, 21. And I know you said last month you did over 200K cash in the business. So I just want to get this.
Yeah, it was our record.
Let's go. Let's go. I haven't done it myself, but I'm sure I'm going to get there as well. So what has been the journey? Like what can you give like the story kind of in an essence?
Oh yeah. Actually, I started by December 2019. That is almost 2020 basically. And I did it because where I live in Chile, we had by that time so much political problems, and I was like upset about that. Like I want to work in a place that doesn't depend on the economy of the country or the politician problems of the country. So I knew that I needed to do something online, but I didn't know how or what to do, right? So I was a consultant before, business consultant before, but it was offline by that time. Right? So I said, okay, I want to do something online. What to do? Trading? I don't know anything about trading. Amazon FBA? I don't know anything. I have to start from scratch, literally, because I don't know anything about that. So basically what I did is, okay, I know how to grow businesses. Probably somebody would like it online. So I started searching how to do it. But that time in Spanish, because my first language is Spanish, my clients speak Spanish. By that time, nobody was teaching us anything.
In Spanish, right?
In Spanish, no. Zero. You cannot find like mentorship, masterminds, coaching programs. No, zero of that. So I started myself. It was a disaster. Like super bad. Super bad. I spent like $2,000 on marketing, like on ads, Facebook ads, and zero clients. I thought, okay, I don't know how to do this.
And sorry for that. So people don't know you. You were a person who was not so good with computers, as I heard from other conversations you had with other people.
Yeah. And I didn't know anything about marketing. I knew how to grow businesses from the inside, like operations, teams, and stuff like that, but know anything about marketing. And I didn't have by that time Instagram for myself. You know, that bad was it. But I knew somebody could help me, you know. And so I started looking, and a friend of mine was the assistant of a big entrepreneur in the Spanish business world, that he was selling how to start on Amazon. So I said, okay, I want him to teach me how to do what he's doing, but with coaching and consultants. So I started looking for him. He said, no, I don't know how to do that for coaches and consultants. I know how to do it for Amazon. I said, no, I just want to know how you do it. No. I started chasing him until he said yes. He said, yeah, okay, I will help you. It was December 2019 by that time. But I will help you in January because it's Christmas, you know, I'm on vacation, so I will help you in January. Okay. So in January, I started working with him. and he did lunches. You know, he sell by lunches, not evergreen,
Okay. Yeah.
just lunches. Okay, so I started doing my first lunch, and it was great. I made my first 12K in 30 days, and in 60 days I was making 24K. But it was so exhausted. It was so exhausted to me, like, oh my God, lunches are hard, super hard. I didn't see myself doing this for a long time because it was so exhausted. So I told him, like, okay, I want to do this evergreen. Do you know somebody that does it evergreen? He said, okay, yes, I know, Dan Henry. I start looking for Dan Henry, and I invested my whole profit on Dan Henry. And he helped me to build my evergreen funnel.
What is that for somebody who doesn't maybe know? What is that?
I mean, it's a funnel where it's always like on. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do lunches. Every single day of the week is on. You are having new leads and new prospects and new clients like every single day. Every day is on. So I start working with him with my evergreen system. I think this is the first step that we have to do as online entrepreneurs. You need like a good offer that you know is going to sell. And then when you find your good offer, because I found mine, when you find your good offer, you need to have a automated acquisition system. Because it's so hard if it's not automated.
What was that?
That's what my second step.
What was that good offer initially in the 2020?
Well, in 2020, my offer was to help consultants just to sell online. It was my first offers. When I made my first 20K, I changed it. Like I will help you to make 20K per month.
So you were initially helping coaches to make money online, and then you did it yourself, at least 20K a month, and then you were like, I'm going to help you to make 20K a month. The offer was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because at the beginning, when I just said, I will help you to sell online, everybody was getting into my funnel. Like every kind of people that were not qualified. I have to speak with a ton of people that just want free things. You know, that they weren't commitment with the real process. Then when I start making 20K, I see like, okay, if I promise them the same, they will commit more because it's a real result, you know. Mm-hmm.
A specific outcome, right? A specific outcome.
Yeah, it's a specific outcome. Yes, like somebody that is thinking to make 20K is more clear than somebody that just want to sell online, you know.
Yeah, I agree. And then next, what happened then after this?
I start my evergreen funnel. You know, I scaled to 40K per month.
In 2020, that was in the same year.
2020, yeah.
Okay, in the first year to 40K, let's go. That's cool.
Yeah, but the end of the year, I was making 40K per month.
At the end of the year.
By the end of 2020. By the end of the year, yeah, I was making that.
Wow.
But my operation sucks. By that time, it just was getting clients into the program. But I was myself with my partner, just two of us. And she was taking care of the clients. And I was taking care of the sales. But our administration was awful. You know, like the human resources processes, awful. I didn't have like an Excel with incomes, outcomes, and whatever. Nothing of that. You know, it was a disaster. Okay. A real disaster. Like contracts of clients, which client is paying, which one is not paying. A total disaster by that time. So I stopped there because I knew I could keep growing, but also my revenue will grow, but also my disaster will grow at the same dimension, you know? So I stopped there. And my partner and I thought, like, okay, we need somebody to help us with the operations, you know, the day-to-day operations. So we hire a girl that now is our manager of operations. By that time, she was only an assistant. And she started helping us with the whole operations and the whole accountant stuff because it was a disaster. So we started building there. We were there a bunch of months because we were not only building like the accountant side, also we were getting better on our program. We were focusing on the clients and give them the best result we can by that time, because we had by that time, I don't know, I think 50 to 60 clients, something like that. And we started like helping them so much, like doing our course better, our program better, and stuff like that. And like building the house inside, you know? We were building the house inside for a little bit. And then when everything was set up, I was thinking like, okay, just selling upfront is super hard, because your sales will depend on upfronts forever. You know, if you don't sell, you won't eat. It has to be another way, you know. So I was talking with somebody in the Dan Henry's team, and he told me, okay, I think you need to change your business model, and probably Sam Owens could help you with that.
Okay, that's 2021 now, or is it still 2020?
2021, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, 2021, I think. 2021, yeah. Yeah, because I realized by then, to me it's important that I always ask myself how I want my business to be. I'm not just only focused on the revenue or the sales, because if I grew as I was in 2020, probably all my sales depend on the upfront. And some months are not good. That's the way it is. Some months are super good, and some months aren't that good. So in that month, what the hell are you going to do, you know? Yeah. So I was thinking like, okay, I don't want to still growing just like this. I want to build something more solid for the rest of the years. Like for 10 years, 20 years, I want this to be solid. Not just like front-end offer. So I talked to Sam, and he told me, oh, you just need to build a backend. Oh, what is a backend? I didn't know what does that mean, you know? And he said, no, I think you need to do like a subscription high ticket plan for your front end. And it was, what? A subscription plan? High ticket front end? What the heck? Yeah. You can make so much money in the front end just if you renew your people inside. Oh, I can sell my client twice? Yeah, you can sell your client twice. Oh, and also you can have a backend. Like 10% of your clients will want more. So you can sell them more in a backend. Oh, so to me it was like, oh my God. So I start like working on my program to make it at the front end a subscription program, right? A high ticket subscription program. I was charging by that time $7,000 for a year. And then you can renew the next year. You can renew for $7,000 more. By that time, now it's different, but by that time, 2021, that's the first movement that I did. My clients were super happy. I wrote a letter for them, like, okay, I was selling before the only 90 days program.
Only 90 days. Okay.
Only 90 day program for $5,000.
Okay.
And I told them, okay, I will now we're going to change this to a 12-month program, $7,000, and you will have like everything you have and more. Like we will build more community, we will do meetups, we will do, a lot of stuff to make this community grow. And they were super happy. Like 40% of my clients renew by that time. It was a lot. So I knew like, okay, this is something, this is something. Now I have clients that have been with me 2 years in a row.
Let's go. And what was the backend? What was the backend you made?
I didn't have the backend that time, but I knew that I have to build it. So I start working on my front end to be a subscription plan and the renewal thing, and we go from $40,000 to $85,000 per month. Like we double the revenue.
Okay.
We doubled by that time. So when it was at $85,000, I did my backend. And also I had a bunch of clients. Like I think I had 100 clients by that time. Something like that. Not 40 or 50 that I had the year before. It was double. We doubled it probably. And I did my backend where I help people to get to 7 figures. Because I was making 7 figures. $85,000 per month, it's $1 million a year, right? So I did my backend, but I didn't know how to do it. So I just did a test, and I get into the program just 3 people in my test. 3 people in my backend, 3 clients, to understand how to help them better and how to give them more value by that time. Just give them more value and test with them. We did an event with them, live event. It was super cool. But by the time of the event, we had 5 clients. I started with 3, but by the time of the event, we had 5 clients in our backend. And they were super happy. Like, they were super happy. They were growing. They like the community. They like the networking. They like the access to me. In the front end, they don't have more access to me, like a little bit, not so much. But in the back end, they have access to me.
And
like,
how much was the price on the back end?
Oh, by that
initially
time, I think 20K.
20K. That's crazy.
20K, yeah. I have my front end 7K, my back end 20K by that time.
And this is the craziest thing with you. When I met you first time, you're the first person who is not a male, which I met, who has such great beliefs about money and mindset about money, that I remember our first conversation was like how can you charge I was asking, how can you charge like 5K for this in like Latin America? And you're like, everybody has money. They can sell their car. They can do this and that. Everybody has money. Just like, help them make the decision. It's like crazy. I still remember
because
that.
I realized that people is not in the place they wanted just because of the mind that they have, the way of thinking. I'm not talking about people that doesn't have even a house to sleep or food to eat. I'm talking about like normal people that have a roof and can eat 3 times a day. Like you have like your basics covered. You are in the point you are because of your way of thinking. I'm from Venezuela. I'm from Venezuela. My country was a shithole my whole life. A shithole, really, so bad. And I have to move from Venezuela to Chile when I was 20 years old. It was in 2017, I think. I was 20 years old. I moved to from Venezuela to Chile. I didn't have like anything. I only had 2, how do you say this? 2 backpacks. I had 2 backpacks, and my dad gave me $2,000 for me and my boyfriend.
To survive,
I only
right?
had
To survive.
Yeah, because I need to run away from my country. My dad only had that, so he said, "Okay, I will give you this $2,000 that I have, and I don't know, go ahead, go ahead.
Make it, just make it, go get it.
God bless you, God bless you, So I was lucky too because some guys received me here in Chile that they were so good with me. They helped me a lot, tons. I really appreciate that help. But also, I was doing my thing. I was trying to survive, and not only survive, I was trying to make a better life. And I didn't know, I didn't have anything. I just had the support of a family that I didn't know that resulted they were good to me. They give me a roof and food. They don't give me money. They just give me a roof and food, right? I appreciate that because I need it, okay? They let me be with them for almost a year. So I could do myself here in Chile. But I didn't have anything. When I moved from that house to my own life, I didn't have anything. I remember I was earning $1,000 a month. And my boyfriend was earning probably the same, $2,000 each other a month. And our rent was $700. I just had a bed, 4 chairs, and a kitchen for a year, And my recreation was eating 1 sushi per month. That was my recreation. I was the last Friday month, we were begging for that sushi to come into our house. So we didn't have bunch of stuff, but our mindset was right. You know what I did by that time? I told my boyfriend, we need somebody to clean our house. And he said, we don't have money for that. And I told him, I don't care if I don't eat. We need somebody to clean our house because I need that time to think. And I didn't have money. Literally, I was making 1K per month. Only that. And I paid the housekeeper $200. 20% of my salary.
To the housekeeper.
Per month. To housekeeping. Because I needed time to think. What the hell I'm going to do? More people won't do that.
Yeah, no.
They would do the cleaning. You don't have to do the cleaning. You have to be thinking and working on your shit.
And why did you start the business? Like, what was the reason? Like, how do you come up with I need a business to make money?
Oh yeah, always, because my dad, he's a lawyer. He had his own business. In my family, nobody is an employee. You know, nobody is an employee. Everybody, and in Latin America, most of the people is doing their own shit. They are employees for a little bit of time because jobs are not so good. So almost everybody is an entrepreneur in Latin America, or they try to be. You know, they try to be. Not legally. Sometimes in the black market. But in Latin America, people is like entrepreneur. And to me, I want to be not only my own boss, I want to build. I like to build my own life, everything. I like to build something. So, but when it was at Chile, I didn't have that option because I need papers. I need my residency. And I needed to work for somebody for a year. It was like a requirement. You have to work for somebody at least for a year.
Oh, really? That was in Chile, right?
Yeah, by that time. Now it's not, but by that time, to be legally here, I needed to find a job and work for somebody for at least a year.
Interesting.
So I started working in a consultant firm, pretty good one, as a junior. They were paying me $1,000 per month, so I was pretty junior. But this consultant firm was so good. Super, super good. So the first day I get there, I knew I could learn a lot of stuff, and also I could be with people that are in a good position. Because this consultant firm was working with the biggest companies in Chile, with the biggest executive. So I thought, if I do good here, and this guy start bringing me here to the meetings, I will understand how these people think, you know?
Yeah, the business people, how they think, and you can absorb it and use
how
it
they
yourself.
think, what they want, how they do, you know, whatever. So I did my fucking best, literally, I did my fucking best just to earn a place on that meetings.
Cool. And how long you were 1 year, 2 years in that firm to learn this?
I started in 2019. No, 1 year, one year and a half, something like that.
So let's jump back
when the government say you can be free, I left.
Let's jump back to end of 21 when you were at 85K. What happened next? What was 2022? What was like that?
Oh yeah, I needed to get bigger on my sales team.
Okay.
Because you can sell $100K per month by yourself. It's not a big deal. If you're really good at it and you work on it and you have good price point, you can sell that.
What is a good price point? Because I haven't done it in my career in our business. Like the top guy has brought in 80K revenue and 42K cash in 1 month. And
yeah, but 80K revenue, one guy, you can make it.
Yeah, but that's revenue. But what do you see? What do you think is
in cash, the next month, if you're making installments, the next month is 80K.
No, yeah, but it hasn't worked that way for us at least.
Oh,
but
okay.
What is a good price point? What would you say?
5K and more.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
Less
right?
than 5K, it's hard. It's hard to just for one guy, you know.
Yeah, agree. So you won't need to work on the sales team, as I understand, in 2022. What happened?
Because I only had one girl. She was making 85K per month.
That wasn't you, as I understand, right?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, so
I had one girl by the time. When I was at 40K, I hired my assistant, and 4 months later, the closer.
Okay, so walk me through what happened in 2022.
I needed to get bigger on my sales team, so I started testing closers. It was awful.
I remember. I remember.
I was crying, not crying, crying blood. I was literally suffering so much. But I realized something. By that time, it's not the talent, it's the processes. You know, I didn't have I didn't know. I mean, I don't know now how I sold before because I didn't have a shit. I just had a script, awful and generic one. and I was selling. I don't know how.
I know why. It's because of you. Like, I like remember when I met you, you have like this like thing. I don't know. I love you. I like you really. It's like really nice. It's just like I have this like good energy with you because like you can feel it, you know.
I think the energy, but that's something. I mean, that's a good point. Probably if you are optimistic and you have good energy and you can, you know, bring people hope, you will sell. You don't need anything else.
Sure. Oh, for sure.
Because I didn't have like anything. Anything, and every single time I tried some closer, it was fucking bad, like super bad.
What do you mean when you say this? Like it means like he took like 20 calls, 0 close. What does it mean?
Yeah, like 10% closing ratio. Like 100 calls, only closed 10, and it wasn't profitable because I mean 100 calls, you have to pay for it, you know.
Yeah, and what is a good closing rate?
To me, like a minimum, it's 20%.
What is like really good or better? What would you say?
Like 30% is good, 40% is like you are a genius. Like it's super good. Okay. My best guy closed at 40% right now.
Let's go.
My best guy.
Let's go. Okay, so 2022, working on the sales team. Where did you end up?
I hired 9 closers.
Okay, that's a lot.
To no one like really.
So you hired them, fired them, hired them, fired them, like this.
I hired them, fired them, hired them, fired them.
Okay. And then you found the one who kind of stick with it.
Yeah, but it wasn't about finding the one. Now I know it was more about process.
In the team,
a real good sales process that anybody could operate and give you the minimum KPI, 20% close ratio. And if this guy is good, he will close 30, 40%. But you need process.
And what do you mean by a process?
Whoever it is,
what do you mean by that?
Close at least the minimum, you know?
And what kind of components are in this like process, which you said right now?
Oh, well, by that time, I was in Quantum, and in the last event, I saw Cole Gordon, right? And he was talking about setters. He was talking about setters, and I said, okay, I think I need to try this because my guys weren't closing, and it was so expensive to bring them people. I was spending $25K per month on advertising, and I was making $85K. It wasn't that profitable. In Latin America, to be a context, in Latin America, we are used to ROIs from more than 10 points because here is super cheap. My cost per lead is $4, you know? So spending $25K and just making 85 is not good. Okay, it's like you're a shit, you know, it's not good. So I thought, okay, I don't know how to do with these closers. I don't have fucking idea. But if I bring a setter, it will lower my cost. My cost will be lower because I could make more calls. So it will be profitable. So let's start with setters first, and then I will figure out whatever with these guys. You know, so I start with setters. And basically, this is a good thing because setters in my business, like I passed from 85K per month to 130K per month with nobody good at sales close. I didn't have like a good rep there. So they lower my acquisition cost a lot. I start to be profitable again, and I lower the budget. I was spending 25K by that time. I lowered to 50K.
15, you know? You mean 15,
but
right?
15, yeah, 15. And I lowered to 15K, and they were bringing volume. So I was like on the volume, you know, like thinking more volume, profitable volume. And I was doing that, and I made all the setters processes. Like, okay, now I understand they need a lead flow, constant lead flow. They have one setter need at least 40 leads per day, at least. So I need to bring them that. And I have to do it in a profitable way. So I start focusing on the acquisition system to bring each setter at least 40 leads per day. So I start like building that. I also understand that they need to be so careful and measure their own KPIs. Because if you send them volume and you don't know how they have to treat that volume, they will mess everything up. So I start using like a cheat sheet with the KPIs. The KPIs are how many people you contact per day, how many of them answer the phone, and how many of them are qualified, how many of them you booked. So I start looking at KPIs with them. I had a meeting with them, like one meeting each day for 5 days, looking the KPIs of the setters and helping them to get better on these KPIs. And when I had that, I said, okay, I think now it's the time to understand what to do with the closers. So building the setter system, I don't know, I start to understand that, okay, if this system works for setters, probably I need a system for closers too. It's not just, bring the closers. For setters, I also built a playbook. I didn't know what a playbook was. Like playbook, what the heck?
Like a magazine.
And I understand, you can tell the people what to do in every single day. And the way to do it. Playbooks changed my life with setters. And I started using that way of thinking and operate in my whole business. I started building playbooks for everything. Playbooks for my account managers. Playbook for my closers. Playbook for my setters. Playbook for my operation manager. Playbook for my trafficker. Playbook for everybody.
Interesting.
So I understand that you could do like a day-to-day operation and activities for anyone into your company. And you can teach them how to do it right. Every single activity. So that is super efficiency. So I started doing that. And then I was in my way to build the closer team again. And I was so lucky. A guy that was super good in the Spanish market, he was closing $2 million per month. He was super good. He just split up with the company. They split up, and he called me just to tell me the news. We were friends, and he called me just to tell me the news. And he said, "Oh, what are you going to do now?" No, I want to do my own business. I don't want to work for anybody again because, this could happen to me again. I don't want that. And I say, okay, what business do you want to build? Oh, I have a sales academy for closers. Okay, so what are you doing to build your sales academy? No, I have everything. I have the product. I was selling my product with the other company, but now that we split up, I have to sell it myself. Okay, so what are you doing to sell? I don't know. I think I will pay an agency. And I told him, no, don't do that. They will keep your profit. Don't do that. I will help you to launch your course. And he is from Spain. I'm from Latin America. So I told him, I have the Latin America market. So I could bring you here. Like, come on, let's do it together. And he was thinking, I was like 2 weeks chasing him. Like, he was my boyfriend, or the one who asked my boyfriend, like chasing him, like, I don't know, like I was sending him messages, videos, whatever, until he said, okay, yes, I will like launch my academy with you. And I told him, can you just build my sales team too? He said, yes, let's do it. Okay, so with him, we start to build the whole system of closers.
And that's for your business, right? That's in your business.
For my business?
Yeah, okay.
For my business, yeah. We start to build my script from the scratch because my script was shit, really. So we start like doing a script for my business, not a generic one. Like we had the structure, but now we are like putting our own questions, our own pitch, our own handling objections that works. Like we were like working deep on that. But when he started working with me, he closed, I think, 19% with my awful script. Mm-hmm. And he said, I don't know what is happening here, but this is not working. And I told him, I know it's not working. We have to figure out a way. So we start figuring out a way, changing the script, changing the process too, with setters and closers, changing the process that closers do follow-ups, everything. Like we were like working on everything, the script, the follow sequence, the meetings, the metrics, the trackers. Like we were changing every single piece of the process until we finally have like a good one. He's closing more than 40%. I'm closing more than 40%. And my guys finally are closing above 20%.
Okay, that's in 2022, right?
2023.
That's like, okay, that's this year, right?
This year, because in 2022, I was hiring and firing.
Got it. That's amazing.
Hiring and firing. That was my 2022.
Can you a little bit share like the metrics of what it took for you to actually reach over 200K? And how much was it like last month?
Last month we made 200K. And basically now that I am partnered with Alvaro in the Sales Academy too.
Okay.
So we sold 50K in the Sales Academy. The Sales Academy is literally super cash flow. We don't do installments, so it's 50K on the pocket. Yeah, because we teach setters and closers how to become setters or closers, and it's a low ticket. It's 3K closer ticket, and 1.5K if you want to become a setter. So people pay in full.
Okay. And that's your different business, because that's not your main business, right? That's like a different one, or
yeah. But now it's not my main business, but we stand now. Like we are together.
Like a partnership.
Yeah. Because these setters and closers, we sell them to our clients in StartLab.
Got it. That's interesting. Okay, got it. That's like okay, got it. That's cool.
So we in the academy, because we're partnered there in the academy, we teach setters and closers how to become setter or closer. In StartLab, I help coaches and consultants to scale their businesses. So I had more than 300 clients that need setters and closers. So here we made 50K per month upfront with setters and closers, and then I sell these people. I sell it to my other clients. I sell them to my other clients.
Yeah, I got it.
That are already my clients.
Yeah.
You know? So this is working so good because we are like making like 80K, 50 here and 30 here, just back end and front end. Just moving that. And also I raised my prices, because now in my front end I said I will help you to install your acquisition system, and also will give you a setter. So now I was charging 7K for 1 year. Now I am charging 8.5K for 6 months with a setter. I give you a setter. So I am making money with the setter, and I am also making money with the business owner that I sell the setter again.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's similar how Cole Gordon does it in America, right? It's very, very, I think it's very similar.
Yeah, but I think he doesn't teach setters how to become setters.
Yeah, he just does the closers, I think, right? Become a closer.
I think he just, yeah. We do both here, and so I could raise my prices in the front end. I have to see like the metrics, but I think in the front end we sold 130 last month.
And how many meetings did you have? Like, let's say last month?
Let me check the data, because I don't know.
That would be very interesting. And then let's jump to the juicy part. And I have some questions prepared, juicy.
Hold on. I will tell you, but let me check. Last month we had, from my main business, we had 172 calls.
172.
Business owners. Yeah. And from the academy, we had 80 calls.
Yeah. Live happened, right? Live happened.
Live, yeah. Live, yeah.
And how many clients? And then I will tell you my numbers, because I prepared them also, so I can share with you.
No, live calls. No, I'm lying to you. We had 172 calls, like just booked calls in StartLab, and 73 in the academy. But live calls was 98 for StartLab and 72 for the academy.
And how many clients?
Let me tell you, hold on. We close 24 clients.
All total?
Sorry?
All total, both, like StartLab and the Academy, right?
No, both. StartLab we sold... No, but this is not... No, it's more. StartLab we sold 17.
17?
And in the Academy we sold 18.
Got it. And altogether that is 35. Cool.
35 clients, right.
And this is interesting. And you made like cash was 200 or revenue was 200?
Cash, because of my backend too.
This is nice. This is very interesting numbers because I will quickly share you mine. So it's going to be a cool comparison. So last month we spent 18,000 on ads. We had bookings 500. Actual calls happened were 249, and we got 41 clients. So 6 clients more, and our deal value was 129K, but upfront cash collected was 90K. Yeah.
But how much is your front end?
It is, so it's gonna be very shocking to you, but it's 2.8.
Oh yeah, you have to raise your price. Come on.
Yeah. We raised it. We raised it now. It's 4.8 right now. We just raised it. So it's crazy comparisons, right? It's like interesting.
No, you have to raise your prices. I have a 7K, like my lowest one, 7K, without the setter. Then I have 8.5K. Then I have a 10K ticket. Then I have a 15K ticket. And then I have a 30K ticket.
Why so many? Like you like what?
It's the same. Like the 7K ticket, I don't train your setter. I train you.
Yeah.
Okay. The 8.5 ticket, I train your setter. The 10K ticket, I give you a setter. I already train. The 15K ticket, I train your whole sales team. It's for people that already has a sales team.
Yeah.
So I train them. And this is for 4 months. And my 30K ticket is my mastermind. That is the same as the 15, but for a year.
Got it. And when you say train your sales team, what do you mean specifically? Is it like group calls, or is it like you jumping one-on-one with the closers, doing call review?
No, we have the Sales Academy, right? So in there, we already have Q&A for setters, Q&A for closers, Q&As for sales managers.
Okay. Like that.
So they have like the course and the Q&As.
Got it. Okay. Got it. That's what you mean. Cool.
Yeah,
so,
but you know, I have so many tickets. Like it's the same product, but so many tickets.
Interesting. You see that it helps your business to make more cash collected. Why do you do it? Because I remember you and I know Sam Owens, and he was always like less products, less stuff, less.
No, but it's the same product. Like it's like I learned this from Cole. He only has 2 products. RCA, where he teach closers how to become closers, and SAT. You know, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
These are the core products. I have 2 core products. MSAs is my front end, and here becomes setter or closer. That's it, right? So what I'm doing is with the same products, adding value. You know, but it's the same product. I'm not making another product. The operation is not different. It's the same product, but I am adding value. You know, but the same.
Interesting.
So you can sell more of the same, more expensive.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now let's jump into the juicy part. So what would be your advice to somebody who is a coach just starting out and they want to make 10K in the next 60 days? What would you say? Specific tips, things to do, things to do?
Pay somebody to help you.
Okay,
that's what I did.
Pay somebody to help you.
Pay somebody to help you.
And what would you say is the most important thing for him to do once he pays somebody and that person is you, for example? What would you say to him? What to do?
Do the fucking work.
What is that?
Like, fucking do it. Like, what people told you, like what your coach told you, the agency told you to do, just fucking do it. In my case, everything is in Spanish, right? All my mentors speak English. I had to do everything in English and then translate it to Spanish. I did the work twice. So don't be lazy. Do the fucking work and it will work. And you don't have to be lazy and you don't have to be like worried. If you're worried, you're not gonna make it. You just have to believe and fucking do it. You know? Okay. But do it. Don't be lazy. Don't be worried.
Okay, got it. Next one. let's say I am an agency and I'm doing right now 10 to 30K a month and I'm only getting clients from referrals. What would you suggest to do if that person says, hey, Maria, how to get to 100K a month in the next 60 days? What would you say?
You need a automate acquisition system because referrals is too risky. You don't know if you're going to have clients next month. You don't know. So you need to fucking know. Like, you need to know how many clients are you bringing to your company each month. So you need a acquisition system that is automated and that have KPIs and that you could measure them. With an agency or you, but you have to have that. It's like the step there is have an acquisition system that brings clients every day and every week and every single year, you know. That's, to me, it's the more important part of there.
What is right now, in your opinion, the best kind of strategy to kind of how, like you said, like acquisition system, and you probably meant some, like, is it a funnel specific? Is it this, like, is it like YouTube ads? That's the place. What is the best thing right now in your experience?
I think it's depend of the niche, because if we're talking about consultants that works B2B to B2B offers, LinkedIn, it's super good. Like having having an acquisition system on LinkedIn with a setter inside there could make you 40 to 100 appointments per month with people 100% qualified. That's the best if you're a consultant. But if you're in a coaching business or education business and your client is B2C, mm-hmm. I think you need to do pay ads with an evergreen funnel.
And which platforms do you like better now, Meta or YouTube or Google?
I use both. We use Facebook ads and YouTube ads to keep the cost per lead low. We use both. I think like 40% of the budget is on Facebook and 60% is on YouTube. But at that point, if you're making 30K, you only need one. Like Facebook could be good for you.
To scale to 100K, right?
Yeah, like Facebook ads and then an evergreen funnel with the VSL. And if you wanna crush it, have a setter inside.
Cool. And what do you think is a good how to come up with good offers? Because you said you need good offer. Like how to come up with a good offer? Like what is the components of a good offer?
To me, you don't have to invent the wheel. You just have to look at your market and you have to look what is working. That's what I do. Like I am always searching in my market what is working. In United States first, I always check in United States because they are like the lead. You know, they lead everything. And I see, okay, what is working here? You know, and I take it. I take it. Like I take it. Why do I have to invent the wheel? You know, so see what is working outside, and then you take it, and then you need to have like this frame. Like I help niche, like a specific niche, to achieve a specific result with my method, without everything that other people is doing. You know, that is, I think I learned that from Russell Brunson, and it works pretty well. But what I do is I see what is working outside, and I make it my way. But I don't invent the wheel.
Yeah, you're doing like Beyonce. She said, like, you don't copy paste, you copy with taste, you know? You just
that's what you do. And I mean, everybody does that. The iPhone was the first phone, like with the whole screen. And then Xiaomi star, Samsung star, everybody start from that idea. So if the biggest company on the world does it, why don't you?
That's Stupid. A good one. That's a good one.
You have to do it. Like everybody's doing. It's not copying. It's just getting what is working. Understand why that is working, make it yours, and go ahead.
And now I wanted to touch on, I know you're doing YouTube and you're doing it in Spanish. And if I check Spanish market, it's huge. Like so many people, right? It's like, how many is it? Like crazy number, right?
No, it's a lot. I don't know.
It's like probably 200 million or 100 million, Something like that.
It's a lot, I don't know, because just Mexico has 200 million. Just
Oh my
Mexico.
God. Okay, then it's more.
It's huge.
And like for me, I'm doing it in Latvian, and also I'm doing now it in English, because in Latvian I have like 1.5 million people total, which is, you can imagine, that's not so much to run ads to. like many impressions again and again. And like the question was, why don't you, as many people as well who are in this like learning from Americans, why didn't you switch to like English market and trying to do everything in English?
Oh, in my case, because nobody is doing it here right in the Spanish market. Like literally nobody is doing it right. I think we are like 2 or 3 competitors maximum. So if I can do it in Spanish and help my people, why? I mean, I always tell my people like, okay, listen to me. I know how to speak English. I know how to close sales. To me, it will be easier just to call one of my friends from United States and tell them, I will close your sales. I could make, from my pocket, 40K per month without being like working in all this shit, like team, marketing, sales, working on the business. I could do that and I will be rich the same way. 40K per month in my pocket, easy. But that's not what I want. If it wasn't just for the money, I could do that. Like, I could call anybody on Quantum, our community, where 90% of the people there are millionaires. And they love me, I love them. I could tell them, I will close your sales. What they're going to tell me? Yeah, go ahead. And they could pay me 40K per month because of my performance, And I don't have to deal with anything about the business. And I could be making a ton of money. But that's not what I want. I really want my people in Latin America to free from these political problems and economics problems. And I know people here have knowledge that is so valuable, but they don't know how to make that knowledge profitable. So I want to help them. So that's why I am doing this in Spanish. I will be richer without dealing with everything if I just work for United States, but it's not what I want.
Got it. And what is the business goal, let's say, this year, at the end of the year? Where do you want to get the business to?
If we're talking about money, I wanted to be in 500K per month. That's what I really want. But if we're talking like my vision, I want to build, not this year, but I'm building it, but I'm not there yet. I want to build a kind of a corporation where I had ton of educational businesses that help people in Latin America or grow their business or growing a high-paying ability online. Because I know if people in Latin America start like looking for other opportunities online, they can make more money and they can forget about government. So that's why I'm helping people to become sellers and closers. But I also want to help them become operation managers for digital businesses. I also want them to become CSMs.
Got it. Yeah, okay. Like develop that skill and give them a job opportunity in a company. So
I want to give them like job support. I want to help business owners to grow their business, but I also want to help people to develop high-paying abilities online. Because I know that will free them from the government and the politics and the economics that they are always thinking about. So in 10 years, I think I will have that. But my short-term step is have a 500K per month business with StartLab, my main business. Because if I achieve that, I could bring jobs to these people in the future. Because I will have the companies that could pay them well.
Yeah.
So that's what I am trying to build. Yeah. It will take me so many years, but that's what I'm trying to build.
And that's very nice. That's very nice. And like, I wanted to ask you this thing, which is like very interesting for me personally. Like, what would you say to me? Like, we are closing at this like 3K, 4K level. What advice would you give someone like me or some other people? Because this video mostly will see young entrepreneurs who are also maybe not selling at 5K plus. What advice could you give them mentally, like mindset wise, so that they are like, yeah, based on what Maria told me, I can also sell it 5K, 10K. What would you say to someone like that?
I mean, the price is not the problem. The value you bring is the problem. So if you think you cannot sell more than 3K per month, it's because you don't think the value you are giving to your audience or to your clients, it's enough. So I will think what my clients value the most. What makes them pay more? In my case, I fully understand. Like, I know they are bleeding because the sales team doesn't work, and they are bleeding because the acquisition system doesn't work. So if I help them like truly solve that problem, they will pay me everything. Also, the setters and closer idea, I get it from one of my clients. In my backend, one client told me, Maria, I will pay you fucking everything, like my house, if you can bring me a sales team. I'm exhausted. And I said, okay, they want to pay for that. And I told him, I will do it, but yeah, I told him, I will do it, but right now, I cannot help you with that. Because by that time, I didn't have this. I promise I will do it, but I mean, I cannot help you this time. So I understand this is so valuable for them. So when this guy bring me the idea, I said, okay, just let's do it, because I knew, you know?
And now I have like a little bit faster questions, like what you want to cover. Like, what characteristic traits do you respect most in other people? Like, what do you look in other people when you're like, wow, this is a good trait?
I think two, like commitment. It's so important. Like, really be committed with your goals, personal goals, and honesty. Be super honest. I don't like people that lie or people that is, you know, doing bad things. I don't like that.
And how do you measure that? Because I know your whole team is remote, right?
Oh yeah, I don't measure that. I mean, the commitment I could because of the KPIs.
Because of the KPIs. Okay.
Commitment with the KPIs, but like be honest. Is if you lie to me one time, I will tell you, like, why are you saying this if you say this before?
Will you forgive for one time? Will you forgive for one time?
Well, only one time.
One time.
Yeah,
if they do it twice, then none.
Go ahead.
Interesting. I also have that situation right now with a couple of people. So I had like this one time, but I'm just waiting for the second one.
Yeah, no, just one time, because I understand probably you are not used to the culture.
Yeah.
But okay, but no, here the honesty is important. So the next time you do this, you cannot work here, you know.
Okay, Maria, how do you have fun?
Oh, I play paddle. I also like to travel, and I also play tennis, and I eat at restaurants to connect with my people. That's the more things that I do. Travel a lot. I play paddle like
what is paddle? What is that?
It's like tennis. But it's a small court,
okay.
and also they have walls. It's not open. They have walls. This is sport.
I know, it's like squash, right? It's like squash.
It's like that, but you have like two couples playing against each other.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's go forward. So, do you like playing PlayStation 5?
No, I don't. I don't play video games.
Damn.
That's for boys, I think. I don't know. I don't do that.
Okay. What is the most impactful book?
10X from Grant Cardone.
Let's go.
I love it.
Let's go. What is your favorite dessert in a restaurant?
I don't like sweet things, but brownie. I think brownie is the the most.
Do you like, what kind of sports do you watch or do? Okay, you kind of told me, but like, do you watch?
I watch tennis. Tennis is my favorite one to watch. Like now they're playing Wimbledon. I'm on it, you know.
Interesting. I watch UFC mostly. What about, do you like sweet or sour?
Salty.
Okay.
Not sour. Salty.
Okay. So it's gonna be hot or cold?
No, hot all the time. I'm from Venezuela.
What is the weather in your place?
Oh, here in Chile, winter. I hate it.
It's winter, really?
Here, yeah.
How cold is it?
No, I think 9 degrees Celsius.
Nine?
Or 7 degrees Celsius right now.
Wow, that's really cold. Like for us, it's like 20.
Well, Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Celsius.
Yeah. For me, it's like 20 Celsius right now in Latvia.
Okay.
Okay, last thing. What person has mostly impacted you in a positive way regarding your business growth?
I think a lot of people in my journey. A lot. I'm not think I'm self-made. I think I had the support of a lot of people. But when I was a kid, obviously my parents, right? But instead of my parents, when I was a kid, I had a teacher from Spain. He was solid. He was solid to me.
That's interesting.
And in my early, and now that I am adult, I don't think I have a lot of people that have helped me. I don't know,
But it's interesting that you say a teacher. Like, I think most people would never say like a teacher, like, you know, in school.
Oh yeah, teacher in school was solid for me. Like,
right. That's
he
great.
was solid.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. And let's connect later, maybe in a live event, probably.
Yeah. Are you going?
No, we're planning to buy this STA, the boardroom, or how I think it's called, right? The boardroom.
Okay.
Because Quantum, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's like canceled, right?
No, it's not going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you joined the boardroom because they told me. Because they know.
Yeah, I'm in both room. Yeah.
Yeah, because they know I know you, and they're like, she's also there. Because
yeah, we can talk about that later.
Cool. Okay, thank you for your time.